Wazza, how you going?
Hey, Patto. Good, thanks. How are you?
I am fired up for MVP.
Good.
I
Good.
am absolutely frothing.
It's looking like it's going to be a pretty big event.
Ooh, we'll definitely talk about it, but should we talk about Gilly first?
Yeah, let's do it. Gilly Backyard Ultra. What an exciting event that ended up being.
Yeah,
Um, so not everyone watching may know what Gilly Backyard Ultra was. This is Indonesia's very first backyard ultra, and so it took place on an island in Indonesia called Gili Trawangan. Um, yeah, it's an interesting little island. It's got a circumference of basically 6.7 kilometers.
yeah,
And so the course just does a lap of the island.
yeah. It should
And
be
so they
called
did,
an Island Ultra.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not a backyard, it's the whole bloody place. Yeah, so they did some laps one way and they did some laps the other way, depending on weather and conditions, I think. But yeah, it looks like, yeah, it wasn't a 50-50 split. It just, yeah, just
Yeah,
I don't know
well,
how they decided which direction they were running each lap,
yeah, it
but
looked
yeah,
so much fun. Like, did you see there were
yeah.
horse-drawn carriages and
Yeah,
just tourists and running?
motorbikes. Typical of that part of the world. The motorbikes and everything else on the streets that they had to sort of run around. Yeah, it was on. Yeah, just on the streets of the city, I guess, of the island. So yeah, it was pretty exciting.
Yeah, we saw a new age group record, I believe.
Yeah, we think so. I don't have a confirmation because I don't know the specific date of birth to assign that one. So Murray, if you're watching, hit me up with your birth date and I can fix it up and we'll go into the details of the results in a minute to clarify that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
cool.
we could very well have a record. I just can't ratify it yet.
Yeah, and we haven't spoken about Macy Latimer over in New Zealand as well. She won the silver ticket race. Forget the name of the race, but
That
she's
was
still
that was the
unbeaten.
MASH
Mass, that's right.
MASH Backyard Ultra. Yeah,
55 yards or something, still unbeaten. She's like
yeah,
only like 22 or something. It's
that's right.
amazing,
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, absolutely phenomenal result from her there. It was, yeah, exactly amazing. That was the silver ticket event as well, and she got that
Mm.
at 55 yards. So she's the very first qualifier for the Kiwi team,
Yep.
which is pretty exciting. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, she's definitely the real deal.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, Gilly. What can you tell us?
yeah,
So what can you
yeah.
tell?
So yeah, as I said, it's the first backyard that happened in Indonesia, I believe. We had four Aussies in the event. There are a bunch of other runners who have got Bali or Indonesia as their location on Strava, and so I don't know if there's any other Aussies that were actually in the race or not, but they could be long-term Indonesian residents and anything else. So I
Hmm.
don't know for sure, but we know that there were at least four Aussies in the race. We had Tony Parry from New South Wales was there, Murray Hodgson, who I don't know where exactly he's from, but he's been based out of Indonesia for many years. Looking at his Strava,
Yeah.
Dan Carmack from South Australia was there, and Phil Gore from West Australia was there. So we had Aussies from all over the place took part. Yeah, so it was a doing the laps of the island. This was a sort of a big charity based event for the guys that put this on. This is Right Reasons Funding. They're an interesting group. They put on a lot of charity events and raise funds for other services in and around Bali. This one in particular was for Bali Bersama Bisa. That's a mental health care provider in the Bali region. And so, yeah, Right Reasons have put on this event to try and raise funds for them. I don't know what their grand total that they raised was so far, but yeah, it looked pretty big. Most of the runners had their own fundraiser page. All of them had targets of $1,000 or more US dollars, and it looks like quite a few of them hit those targets on their fundraising. So,
Yeah, how did
yeah,
that?
huge event for the charity, and particularly that money can go a long way. $1,000 US dollars in Indonesia is significant.
Yeah.
So we might drop a link to the Right Reasons funding Instagram page below.
Yep.
after this, and there'll be a donate option there if anyone's interested in trying to assist and help out as well. There's individual pages for Dan and Phil and Tony and Murray, and literally every runner's got their own donation page, so you can
Mm.
pick and choose whose name you want to donate under. But I think it's a very good fundraiser, good idea, and they've put on a spectacular event.
Yeah, it looked awesome.
Uh,
What was the and it was ended up being an epic race
it
going into
was, it
the
was.
60s.
As you'd expect, Indonesia's weather played a big part, particularly this time of the year. It's the humidity is 95% at the start. It went up to basically 100% for most of the run. They had massive rains. They had flooding across the course. They were ankle deep in water along some of the roads. It's
Yeah,
it's on public streets. It's not heavily populated, but as we said, there's motorbikes. They're dealing with people, pedestrians, mopeds, anything out on the course. So I won't go into too much detail on the results. I have got them up on backyardultra.com.au. You can find them on Phil's profile or Dan's profile from there. But yeah, the Aussies that we had in the race, Tony Parry did 5 yards, Murray Hodgson 17 yards and in fifth place. And we believe there's an age record with Murray, so we'll clarify that when we can.
mm,
But yeah, after Murray, we had 4 runners left.
yeah,
Um, fourth and third places lasted another 1 and 2 yards each. So all done at 19 yards, except for Dan Carmack and Phil Gore, who started yard 20 together. Um, those guys just they endured the weather, they endured the course, and they went together for another 44 complete yards together. And then it sounds like Dan was just getting to that point where he was starting to struggle a little bit, and he simply didn't make it to the corral on time on his
right.
on at the start of that final yard, and I think he missed it by a couple of seconds.
Oh,
So Phil being Phil, he went out and did an absolutely blisteringly fast time. He did 25 minutes and 50 seconds, according to his Strava, which I haven't done the math, but I think that's sub 4. I think it's about 352, 353 minute
wow.
pace for that. So
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely crazy.
And I saw he went out running another loop just recently, just a few hours ago as well.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's he's got to get his 5K a day or whatever his current streak is for.
Mm,
But yeah, the final two to do 44 yards together. That's a massive achievement.
yeah,
A quick check of records on that. I think it puts them at the second longest survival period for the final two runners. They beat John Stocker and Matt Blackburn at Suffolk in 2021. They did 43 yards together. So these guys did 44. But yeah, they fell a little bit short of Lukash and Jan at Legends Backyard Belgium in 2025. Those guys just did 56 yards together. So
yeah. That will be a hard one to break.
yeah, 56 yards. They pushed the world record out to 116 in that event. So everyone else was done at about 60.
Yeah,
With this one, yeah, those guys, yeah, they kept going. And yeah, look, Dan seemed like he was pretty good and going well. They needed another 12 yards or something to get to that record, which would have put Dan bang on no, not bang on on his PB. It would have been about 73, so 20 short of his PB. Yeah, it would have been a fairly massive goal to get if they'd been able to get there. But yeah, like
yeah,
it was down to the final two for so long. They were doing good for charity, obviously, as the event went on. They got a few more viewers on the Instagram stories and things
yeah,
like that as the event went on. So hopefully it helped the charity quite a bit having those guys just push
yeah.
on.
Now I don't know. Now this wasn't a Biggs affiliated race.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering, was what are your thoughts about non-Biggs affiliated races still using the words Backyard Ultra in their name? You happy? Does it bother you, or do you not mind at all?
it doesn't bother me. I guess the real question is what happens when one of these events gets to a point where someone wants to use it as a qualifier or something else. So this event, as far as I can tell, followed all of the rules. There's a specific set of backyard ultra rules. All of them, I believe, were not broken. There's no you know, reason that we can say, oh, this one wouldn't count because you were allowed to do this, or you didn't start the laps on time. They were, there's all those basic rules that kind of have to be followed. It followed all the rules. For me, it counts. It's a proper backyard ultra. It's not Laz Biggs affiliated, and I guess that's the question: is what would have happened if they'd broken the world record?
Mm.
What would have happened if Dan had got to 100 yards? What would have happened if? I don't know. And I think until we get one of these unofficial events that meet all the rules, have a big deal, then I think the Bigs team probably would need to step in and say, hey, look, we're going to allow this event to qualify for this or do that. Because what's the difference between a Bigs affiliated event and a non-Bigs affiliated event? I don't really know,
Mm.
other than they've actually just got to register
Yeah.
as a Bigs affiliated event, pay their nominal fee for whatever it is to be an official event.
Mm.
If they're following the rules, in my mind, it's okay.
Yeah.
Were they following all the rules? I believe so.
It looked like it. They did have motorcycles well, not pacing them, but clearing the way for
I
them.
think that was security rather than pacing.
Yeah.
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 I did notice that too. I noticed at one point there was a shot of Dan on the back of a motorcycle to the corral, and I think that was just literally because the start line and the finish line I think were a distance apart, or his tent was a distance apart, and they were just racing to get him to the corral. Again, there's nothing in the rules against it. It's there are rules about what you can and can't do. What you do in your rest time is up to you. If you want to jump in your car and drive to Pizza Hut, pick up something, and come back, there's nothing that says you can't do that. So there's those sorts of niggly things that people might sort of question, but to me, it's all fine. It's all good. The actual official rules were met. To me, it's a real event.
Yeah. So
I count it as a real event. What I don't count as an official event. I class them as what I call unofficial, and that's where just a simple one rule is broken. We don't count go one more as a official event because they allowed polls.
yeah. I wonder if
Otherwise,
they might.
otherwise that event fit the guide.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll disallow polls this year. I hope they
I,
do. I hope they do.
I I think it's likely they will.
Yeah.
It was brought up by quite a few people, and Sam Harvey was there, and it was one of the few things he commented on his Instagram as well. And I think if they really want to make it a proper bit, the guys that did well weren't using polls.
What was
A
that? Sorry?
couple did. The guys that did well weren't using polls.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's exactly
It
right.
was one or two who were out early, so
Yeah.
it didn't really affect anything. But it's one of those things. They didn't have the rule met, so therefore it doesn't count.
Mm, mm.
This one, it's official in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm strict on official versus unofficial, and that's how I label things on my stats and my results. Is that something's official if it meets all the rules. It's unofficial if it's got one issue, and
Mm.
that's usually like a capped event, 12-yard capped event. Well, it doesn't meet the rule that says it's an uncapped event, so
Yeah.
therefore that's an unofficial event.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it fits every other rule, it's good by me.
Yep.
The only time I don't count a race as official is if the distance is short.
Yeah.
If it's 6.4 kilometers, it's not a backyard ultra.
Yeah. So
Fits
it's kind
everything
of,
else, it counts.
yeah. So to you, it's kind of like using the word marathon to describe a race. You know,
Yeah,
it's going to be a certain distance. It's kind of like backyard ultra is kind of like
that's
the
right.
same kind
Yeah,
of concept.
that's it. Yeah, it's only champagne if it comes from the Champagne region of France. Otherwise, it's just a sparkling marathon.
Yeah.
It's to me, it's the same thing. Yes, backyard ultra is the name of a specific series of events. But if we want to be picky, there's events called front yard ultras. There's events that don't even put that in their name. There's events that just they don't even refer to themselves as such, but
Yeah.
they are backyard ultras.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
plenty.
Yeah. Um, shall we talk about MVP?
I'm excited to talk about MVP. I don't want to talk about rules. But Gilly was a fantastic event. It was an absolutely wonderful event to watch
Yeah,
from the Instagram stories. Like phenomenal performance by Phil. Again, just phenomenal performance by Dan Carmack to push and push and push. That guy has a way of just recovering and continuing.
yeah,
I'm excited to see what he can do at Sat Champs. Obviously, both these guys are qualified from their PBs over the last year. I think it's going to be a fantastic Sat Champs to see those guys working together
yeah,
with a team that can sort of really push hard.
yeah.
Yeah. Moving
Um,
on.
okay. MVP.
Yeah.
Um, it's going to be absolutely epic, Wazza. It is going to be absolutely epic. Have you seen the weather for it?
I haven't actually looked too much at the weather. It looked pretty good though,
Yeah.
last I
20,
checked. Yep.
24 on Saturday,
Hmm.
25 on Sunday.
Yep.
It will be sunny, so I think ice will still need to be involved, but it's nothing like the 2 years prior where it was in the 30s. So
Yeah.
this is a year where records could be broken.
It's going to be an interesting event. Yeah. It starts at 7 p.m. on Friday night, I believe, this Friday, the 6th.
Yep,
Yeah.
7 p.m.
Yeah. And that's obviously down in Victoria. That's Australian Eastern Standard for anyone looking to tune in.
Um, better by next week, you may or you know this, but they're actually going to be there, course side
Yep.
and interviewing runners and covering the race as part of their podcast.
Yeah, I think that's pretty exciting. It's something we've discussed before about having not necessarily live streaming, but events and someone at the event to broadcast and or
Or
at least not necessarily live broadcasting through the event. I don't know what their actual plan is, but yeah, if they're putting something together for post, then even better. Though
yeah, oh, it's going to
yeah.
be whatever they do, it will be good. You can count on that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. It'll give us at home a better opportunity to be part of the event as well. Like anything else, that anything we can do to get the events publicized just makes them more fun to be part of.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Um, what can you tell me about the field?
Yeah. Okay. So there's 146 people have registered. Like when I saw the list, it's cool. I really like the way MVP is set up. They've got an interesting way to sign up for this event. It makes it more friendly to the wallet, but also to the newcomer. So they've got a tiered pricing structure. You can sign up to run 4 yards, 7 yards, 15 yards, or you can go all in and just say, I'm here till I'm done.
Yeah,
It's a really cool way to get someone to go, yeah, cool, okay, it's not full on. I'm just going to register for 4 yards and give it a crack. I can register for 7 and give it a crack, but they give you the opportunity on the day to go, right, cool, I'd like to upgrade my ticket and keep going.
yeah,
And I'd love to know the outcome of how many people actually do that on the day, because I think it is one of those things, yeah, especially that 4 yards. It's an achievable number for a lot of people. And those who are new to it are going to go, yeah, cool, I'll do 4 yards. It's 28 Ks or so, and I'll see how I go. But
it's
yeah,
perfect. A lot of kids do the 4 yard option.
yeah, yeah. But I'd be curious as to how many change what they've actually registered for and how many upgrade on the day. It'd be
Mm.
quite an interesting stat. But
Mm.
yeah. So of the 146, there are 88 of those are first timers,
Yep.
which leaves us with 58 who have run a backyard before.
Wow.
Yeah. So quite a experienced field this time around.
Yep.
This is the seventh edition of MVP. This is one of the long running ones. But so there's a lot of returning runners as well. We've got 44 of those 58 who have run a backyard have done at least one MVP. We've got two there who have actually run 5 of the 6 previous events.
Yeah.
None that have run all 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got Phil Ryan and David Benson are coming back. They've both run 5. And then we've got 3 who will be there who have actually run 4 MVP events. That's including yourself,
Ooh, it's true.
Shane, yeah, Shane Marlier and Russ Thompson.
Yeah, I was going to bring up Shane Marlier. He is one tough dude.
Yep.
He finished second at the last Legend just over a month
Yes.
ago. And like you said, he's an MVP specialist. So All five of his backyard ultras have been MVP.
Yeah, yeah. No, he's done 4 MVPs. Oh, Trials Plus? No, I've got him down as 4 MVPs.
Oh, sorry, yeah, this will be his fifth
Oh,
MVP,
sorry. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yep, yep.
and they're all his backyard ultras have been MVP. In other words,
Yes, yes, yes. Keen on the Trials Plus events with Last Legend as well. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, he's been good. 22, 24, 25, 23. He's bang on that sort of the miler.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll get into details on who else is there, but and come back to him. But yeah, he's certainly yeah well experienced on the MVP course.
yeah. Yeah. So what else can you tell me, Wazza? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
well, we sorry,
I was going to say the quality of the past winners of this race.
that's my next point. Yeah,
I really can't think of a race that has a better list of winners.
no, and that's because it's a race that has so many winners.
Yeah, as
I mean,
well.
you look at GV and you go, wow, what quality winners?
Yeah,
And it's been Matthew Doob, Matthew Doob, Matthew Doob, Matthew. Like, fantastic result, amazing guy, like amazing. But you look at GV and it's like, yeah, oh, okay, cool, yep, 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 yep. This event, it's been run 6 times, and I think we touched on this last time we spoke. It's had 6 different winners and 6 different assists,
yeah,
and not one of those assists has won, and not one of those winners has assisted. So we've had 12 different people in the 6 top 2s.
yeah. It's awesome.
Absolutely, absolutely crazy. Let's
Yeah.
list them. Let's list them.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
2022, 2020, we had Ben Hurst at 24 yards over Kevin Muller.
Yeah.
2021, Kay Bretts at 36 yards over Ross McPhee. 2022, Ben Nichols over Matt Durb.
Yeah.
And 2023, Ross McLean, 28 over Phil Ryan. 2024, Joel Rock and Roll Sex Bomb Sexton, 27 over Drew Vincent.
Yeah.
And 2025, we had Tim Kakrazak at 31 over the Crow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Like those names are just every single one of those names. You go, oh, yeah, okay, yep, yep. Yeah, it just keeps building. Yeah, who knows what 2026 is going to bring us. Yeah, as I say, it's been 12 different people. None of the previous winners are going to be at this event. Not one of those 6 are going to be running. Obviously, Tim will be there with Better by next week. But we've got the 3 most recent assists are all returning. So we've got Phil Ryan, Drew Vincent, and the Crow.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's it going to be? Can one of those 3 finally break not the curse of MVP, but the whatever it is that's made this such an amazing event in terms of results?
Yeah.
Can one of those 3 push ahead and get a win? I don't know.
Well, it's funny.
Who will be this year's 2 names?
Yeah, well, the other stat I can think of just off the top of my head is that of all the people who have won it, the only rock and roll Joel Sex Bomb Sexton has come back and run again
At the event?
at the event. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
everyone else is yeah, has won it and not run it again.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Um, so let's talk about the runners.
Yes. Who's going to be there?
Yeah.
So I feel like this is an event you've got a lot of experience in. As I said, you've done this 4 times. You're mentioning runners that already going into some details about them. So look, I'm going to go down the list of PBs. I'll let you lead on runner details as much as you want to.
All
But let's go down this list and have a chat. So
right.
going into it, I'll list them by the top PBs. At 52, we have the Crow. Last year's assist, we know he's aiming for Sat Champs. This could be the event to get him there. Yeah.
And yeah, I think this is a race that he would love to win. It's basically just he can run there. He can run there from his house and run loops of the
Yeah.
course. And yeah, I mean he loves this. I reckon he wants to win. I know that his A race is Melbourne, but I think that unless yeah, look, I think he'll go till he can't go any longer.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this could be this. I mean, this could be his event, and Melbourne could still be the one that gets him where he needs to be this year.
Yeah, well, there's enough time
Yeah.
between the two races.
Yeah.
I saw he's just got back from a caravanning holiday with his family, so he'll be feeling nice and fresh.
Let's hope so. Yeah, let's hope it's a phenomenal event for him. I
Yeah.
think it could be cool.
Cuckoo! Cuckoo!
Also on 52 yards though,
Yep.
we've got Luke Slater.
Ooh,
Now,
he,
yeah,
oh,
we're already looking forward to Sat Champs. Yeah, look, he's going to be amazing at Sat Champs. The difference here is, of course, that he's actually running for Team Great Britain.
yeah,
That's it. That's the plan. Look, he's already fifth highest qualifier for that team. Like he's looking great. I'm sure he's after a big result in this event to sort of cement that position. There's still a big season ahead for Britain, and they've got all their silvers to go. So that team's going to get a big shake up. So anything he can put under his belt at another event between now and Sat Champs is going to
yeah.
lock him in.
I do think that 52, I think he's a lock at 52, but I think you're
Yeah,
right. I think he'll still love to go into set chance with a higher PB than that.
yeah,
But have you seen the conditions that guy trains in? Like full sun, 45 degrees in
yeah,
Shepparton in the middle of the day. He's a
yeah.
hard nut. He's a hard
Yes,
nut.
he is a hard nut. Yes, yeah,
Um, yeah, and he's
so,
improved so much as
yeah,
well. Like, he's the real deal. Like there's no doubt about it. And he's still new. He's still improving. So
yeah.
he wants to win. And he's another one who's going in because they want to win.
Yeah. Yeah, the interesting thing with his 52 is that at the moment you need 42 to get on the British team, which is an achievable number. It's it is interesting though because Britain does have they've still got their big season ahead, but they've got so many other neighboring events that these guys can qualify at,
Yeah,
and that's what makes it tricky. We're going to see a massive Legends in April. We know Sarah Perry's going to be running there. She's obviously already qualified. She's number one on their team at the moment. But there's going to be other Brits and anyone else just who wants to get those big numbers. He's going to be looking at
yeah,
that
that's
event. They're going to be looking at Suffolk this year, Rasselbach. I think Suffolk and Rasselbach are actually both silver tickets this year as well. No, neither of them are. But yeah, there's a lot of big events upcoming in and around the British Isles.
yeah. Okay,
So
cool.
yeah, look, I think 52 is enough to get him on the team. He'll be looking to cement that position, I think, with a big result at this event, maybe.
Yeah, well, he's definitely a runner. He's going to stick around for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
At 40, so a little bit further behind, we've got Rowan Cook. We've mentioned Rowan in the past when I confused him for another Rowan Cook who ran at Sydney's. Yeah, he's running MVP obviously, and this time around his brother Graham will also be running. Graham, who I will mention a little further down, he's got 30 as his PB. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, they're both such good blokes, and yeah, they don't live. I think they live in different states, so they run together a lot. I think they use it as a good opportunity to get together and have some fun. But but yeah, they're both hard nuts, really nice guys, and they'll be sticking around for as long as they possibly. Graham's run the last couple of years, which have been really hot and hard. He ran really well
yeah,
in the last couple of years. He's a good runner, so I'd love to see him like. Right, mate, run a PB at
yeah,
MVP.
for sure. Yeah, yeah. So he'll be going for that 30 plus for that. It's an interesting stat that I do not know. I do not have the numbers for, but I'd be keen to know what the biggest sibling record would be for an individual event. Now, it gets a bit tricky because obviously siblings can be more than two.
Mm,
And I know that at least at a couple of events we've had, up to three or four siblings running in an event, especially some of those events with families.
yeah.
But it'd be quite an interesting stat to see what the record for siblings running in an event would be.
Yeah, well,
And
they both made it into the 30s at Dead Cow Gully in
yeah,
23, was it? Or 22? Whatever it was. So that might actually be the record for bros.
the only catch is I have no idea about overseas.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Certainly in Australia, there probably are. But it's yeah, I just don't know what the globally that's such a hard stat to find out. Yeah, 2023 Dead Cow Gully, we had Rowan at 37 and Graham, that's where he got his PB at 30. In
Mm,
fact, it was a PB for both of them at that time.
yeah,
But yeah,
60.
67 between two siblings.
Yeah.
Let us know out there if you've got a stat that can beat that. We did do the research on finding the couple with the highest number of yards a little while back, and yes, so let's see if we can find some siblings.
Yeah. Okay, so who's next?
Yep. So after Rowan Cook, we've got another guy. His name is David Patterson, also known as Patto. All I know about him is that he's got 2 assists under his belt, GV 23 and 24. Oh, look, he's going to be coy about his goals for this event, but I reckon he'll be aiming big.
I
Any
am.
thoughts? What do you reckon?
No, no, no. I am. I really, really, really want. I am taking this one seriously. Like a bit of a late notice sign up, but my body's feeling good. I ran that last legend race in the 6 hour timed ultra in December, so I've had some big runs. And I'm feeling fit. My body's feeling good. I feel like I'm mentally there, and I'm going to absolutely let loose. And yeah, look, uh, I'll be taking it one day and one night at a time, but I really want to get into that Sunday
Yeah,
because it's only happened once where they've actually run into Sunday. Because I think
yeah,
36 is when the sun comes up. So
yeah.
Ben Nichols and the Dubinator, they're the only two who have ever run into the Sunday. And I think if it happens again, it will turn into a ring-a-ding-ding race.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, and yeah, look, and I want to be. I know I can do it. It's just about executing and just keep moving forward and don't stop.
yeah.
That's the key. That's the cosmic key.
That's the spirit. Who have you got crewing you?
Well,
Yes.
farms, and his wife is also going to be helping. Um, and yeah, yeah, well, he's fired up. I'm fired up, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun as well.
That's good. I'm looking forward to seeing how you go. I think, yeah, this could be a big event.
Yeah. The other good thing about it, I think you might have mentioned, you can follow the live timing. So
Yes.
if you
Yeah.
want to know who's left, you can check at any time of the race because it's always there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really good with that with the Trails Plus events, and yeah, it's fantastic to have that available to the rest of us at home.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm frothing. I really am. I really am. It's going to be great.
Yeah. All I can hear is you just finishing each lap, trailing behind the crow and just cawing him.
Oh, when I'm at races, I take things very seriously, Wazza. So I might do a cuckoo before the race,
Yep.
and
Then it's up to him.
maybe while we're out on course, I will.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure I won't be able to help myself.
Good. Good. No, looking forward to it. I'm keen to see how you go with this one. It's going to be exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Who's
All right.
next?
33-yard PB. We've got Paul Pratt, one
Oh,
of the nicest guys in backyards. I know he's aiming for a PB at this one as well. So
yeah.
yeah, 33 is where he's at now. Keen to again see what he can push for.
Well, last year I believe he did 26, and it's not that isn't his PB, but I think that that's his best ever run because those
Yep.
conditions were brutal.
Yeah.
Those conditions are brutal. And then it is the type of race that levels you up because he went on and had a good year. He ran his PB at GV.
Yeah.
Um,
He
so
ran
it's
a PB at Dead Cow and then went on to
strong.
run another PB at GV.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
MVP is the kind of race that does that to people who run in it. It levels them up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing Paul.
Good. All right. So we've got a couple of runners on 30. I mentioned Graham Cook already, and yep, he's going to be one to watch. We've got Phil Ryan. I've mentioned him a couple of times already so far. He was the assisted MVP in 2023. He was the assisted GV in 2022. This
He's
could
a
be his year. I'm keen to see how he goes. To see how he goes. It's
he's a legend.
yeah,
He's a legend.
He's been
But
running a while, and yeah, this is keen to see how he can go. Yeah,
wow, he is like seriously. Phil Ryan is a legend of not only Victorian backyard ultra running, but just Victorian ultra running. Is it
yeah.
like if you go to a race, you're likely to bump into Phil Ryan, and and like he's a tough dude. He ran a strong marathon at the Halloween Howler, I think it was recently, and no, villains and heroes. He ran a strong
Yep.
marathon there. And then he ran really well at the last legend, so he's in form. He's loving it. He's
All
absolutely loving it.
all
He'll
of
be,
those are
he'll,
Trails Plus events too, right?
he'll be frothing for this. He
Yeah.
loves MVP.
Good. 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 Good.
Yeah, and like I remember last year actually, or was it the year before? I think it was the year before actually. He ran. He called his. I think the story goes like he called his wife to say, "Look, I'm finished. Can you come and pick me up?" But his plan was to keep running until she got there. And he
Yeah.
thought she was going to get there in like half an hour, but she ended up getting there like 6 hours later or something. So he just kept on going. And then he collapsed, he finished, then he collapsed beside the course and he had to be stretchered off into the first aid section. And yeah, he's one tough dude. He is
Sounds
one
it.
tough dude.
Sounds it. I think. Yeah. I mean, what choice do you have? If your ride home's coming, you might as well keep running while you wait.
Yeah.
Good on him. Yeah.
Um, who
Also at 30, sorry,
Yeah.
at 30, we've also got Jacob Garlick. He's actually
Mm.
the only previous backyard ultra winner that's going to be taking part in this event. Yeah, he's obviously just come off the back of his win at Aussie Alpine Backyard Ultra over New Year's. Guy does a lot of kilometers, and yeah, he's keen to have another crack at a big backyard.
Yeah, he's posting about it on Instagram too. So
Yep.
he's keen.
Yep.
He's
I
keen.
I think that 30-yard PB, he's going to walk past that one before he starts running.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm really looking forward to um, watching him, like
Yep.
watching him as the race goes on, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to running with Jacob.
Yeah. Yeah, should be exciting to see. I think he's got a lot more kilometers in his legs, just to see again just how
Yeah,
far
yeah.
past that 30 he's got in him.
There's a lot of hype around Jacob Garlick, and
Yeah,
I think the hype is real.
yes, I think so too. Yeah, he's proven it with a win at Alpine, one of like the toughest backyard ultra course in Australia, probably.
Yeah.
And yeah, to take that one fairly well. Yeah, I think he certainly had plenty more to give at that event.
Yeah, and when he did his 30 at GV, the Dubinator himself commented that he's how fresh he looked when
Yeah,
he
yeah,
that's saying something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. We've got two more at 30 yards. We've got Raphael Gossman. He did 24 on debut at Sydney's last year and then backed it up with a 30 at Sydney's in September last year.
Mm.
I think he's possibly moved down to Melbourne. So he's obviously now going to start hitting up those events and tearing up those courses. But yeah, he's done those two backyards, 24 and 30 in his first two. So
Yeah, nice. That would be
big
good.
results. Certainly got potential for more.
Yeah, unreal.
And then our other on 30 is actually Rose Fuller.
Oh,
She's our highest PB female going into this event. She's actually registered for the 15-yard version this time around. I don't know if there's a plan to upgrade or if 15 is just where she's targeting this time around, but that's where she's sitting.
yeah. Well, she is coming back from an injury,
Yep.
and she's targeting Melbourne. She's
Yep.
taking Melbourne very seriously. So this
Perfect
is
training run.
a training run for Melbourne, basically.
Yep.
Yeah. And guess
Okay.
what? She bought a hard nuts top, so hopefully we'll see her in it at MVP.
Have you picked a yard number yet that is the hard nuts yard?
I haven't because like I just want people to wear it when they want to,
Every yard.
when they want to feel like a hard nut. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
When
When they
it's
want to,
needed. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So um, Yeah, but I'm gonna be only in hard nuts attire. Um, I'm looking forward to wearing my hard nuts stuff.
You'll have
Got my
the full range.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've got my hat, I've got my singlet, I've got t-shirt. I'm ready to roll.
it's looking good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, every yard's a hard nuts yard for Patto this time around.
Yep, it
Do
sure
as
is.
many as you can, and that way we just lock them all in from this point forward.
Yeah. Well, I was
All
also
right.
thinking because it starts at 7, like it's going to be dark for the number 4. So
Yep.
if Clayton can't see me wearing it, like just so everyone knows, I will be wearing my backyard ultra run club top on.
With a hard nut singlet over the top.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe just my hat. Maybe just my
Yeah.
hard nuts hat or buff because I'll have my hard nuts buff with my
Yep.
headlamp over it.
Ah, true, true.
Yeah.
Have to get a collab on the shirts.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we've got a few other big PB numbers. I'll go through them a bit quicker. We've got at 27, Brendan Battess. He did 11 at Sydney's and then 27 at GV last year. So he's another runner on the up and up.
I
He's
was
got
gonna
potential for more.
I was gonna
Sorry.
mention him actually.
Yep.
He's got Sam Harvey as his coach.
Okay. Sam Harvey's been having a good year so far in terms of
Yeah.
coaching.
So
So
you know Brendan's serious.
yep.
He's driving down from around Wagga, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, he's keen. This is a serious race for him. So I'm looking forward to seeing running with him and seeing how he goes.
Great. Okay. Cool. We've got Drew Vincent at 26 yards. He's the 2024 assist, and this will be his third MVP.
Yeah, and
Um,
the year he came second, when he was the assist, he looked so good. That was his first backyard ultra, and I was thinking, who is this guy? And
yeah, right. Yeah.
I thought like I thought he was gonna be the next big thing, but he ran a few. He ran Wild Dog, he ran GV, and all colder, and then he came back and did MVP again last year. But it looks like he's had a nice break from backyards. Hopefully he's back and
Yep.
switched on to run another big race like he did a couple of years ago.
Hope so.
He's good
Yeah.
enough. Like he's a bloody good runner. Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. His stats sort of show he's done really well. Yeah. Like keen to see what happens again. Just behind him on 25, we've got two runners. Shane Marlier, as we mentioned before, he's targeting a PB at this one, obviously, as well.
I reckon.
And Cheryl Simons, who's got a PB at 25, but she's done 23, 24, 25 in her other events. Keen to see how far she can push into night 2.
Yeah,
Obviously, yeah,
yeah,
getting into the second night's going to be the target for a lot of runners.
yeah. She's a very strong runner.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
strong. I've got one for you.
yep,
Ryan Dargent is
yeah,
making his backyard ultra debut. He finished fourth at the last legend, and he's a smooth mover.
yeah,
He's one of those guys you just want to watch run because they just look so good. They look like he looks like he's gliding over the ground.
yeah. Okay, good to know.
Yeah. What about women? Are there any others?
Let me just pull up my list. So, Cheryl Simons is at as I said, she's at 25. Rose is at 30. The next highest we've got is Dana Andrews at 16,
Yep.
and then we've got Tessa Harrison at 15, and then Caroline Jones at 12. So they're a bit further down on the PBs, but there's still a few there, and there's a lot of other women who've registered. There's a lot of first timers as well. So this could prove to be a good event for getting some women on the board here.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Um, okay, well, what do you reckon how long do you reckon it's going to go for, was that?
Yeah, I knew we'd have to have this conversation. It's I honestly I this one I honestly don't know. I feel like MVP's the event that can just go pretty much any direction in terms of results, in terms of winner, in terms of assist. We've mentioned that. Look, there's there's two blokes that I'd love to see win this event. Um, Yourself, and the Crow.
Yeah.
If I were a betting man and I had to choose, No offense, but I'd probably be backing the Crow on this one. I think this is his event to take. Um, doesn't mean that'll happen on the day. We know that with backyards, but I think yeah, if I were betting on the event, the Crow would be the one I'd be watching.
Mm.
Um, look, I just hope the event goes long enough to see some changes to the Aussie team because
Yeah, that'd be,
we've got a couple of big events coming up in New South Wales next month where I'm pretty sure we're going to see some shake up to the Aussie team. But to
yeah,
have it change around prior to that would just make things really interesting.
yeah.
Um, yeah,
Well, I mean, so what do they need? Low 60s to start making a dint on
60
the list?
62 plus to hit the bottom of the list. 62 with a win, basically, to hit the bottom.
Yeah,
And within a month, you could be off the list.
yeah,
Because I'm predicting that the two events happening in Sydney next month, both of those will see people qualify for the team.
yeah, yeah,
And so that's what's interesting. It's right now, this event, you probably want to be, I don't know, 65 to be feeling slightly less at risk. It's
yeah.
going to be an interesting, I think, yeah, not just Sydney, but we've got a bunch of big events happening in March and April that are just going to really
Mm.
shake things up.
Well, I think the people who run MVP, they understand it's unlikely that it's the type of course where you're going to run
Yeah,
60 plus.
yeah,
People do MVP because it's such a test. It's
yes,
different from any other backyard ultra.
yeah,
Starting at night, you run through the heat. I mean, it says 25, but it's still going to be sunny. You have to
oh
be
yeah,
careful with that sun. You're still going to need to apply ice.
yeah,
Um, and then the hills as well. It's like a
yeah.
really unique backyard ultra, and yeah. And the people who do it, it's because they want to test themselves. That's and
Is it? It's predominantly grass as well, or
it's
bit
mainly
of a mixture?
asphalt
Asphalt. Okay.
and gravel track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, look, realistically, I'm sort of leaning in the sort of the 40 to 50 yards range. I still don't want to be more precise than that. The
yeah,
course record is 41,
yeah,
and that was set 4 years ago.
mm,
The closest we've come in the last three events has been 31.
yeah,
That just shows how unpredictable this event is in terms of what its results can be. You know, they've had six so far. Obviously, events are going longer now than they were years ago, but to have a 4-year-old record, no other event in Australia has one that's hung on that long.
mm.
Yeah. Can we get to 40? Can we get to 50? I don't know.
Well,
I'm sort of saying 40 to 50 is probably where this one's going to end up. I'll put it in the middle and say 44.
yeah. Well, that would be
40,
awesome.
44 to the Crow.
Yeah, well, that would be something. That would be something. Um, yeah. Look, I'm running in it, so I'm gonna stay out of this one.
No, back yourself.
I'm gonna say I think it can go into the 50s.
Yep.
I really do. With the weather that looks perfect, and the Victorians, like we're improving every year. Like last year, we had races going to the 60s. It was yeah, we had Melbourne went into the 50s. So and there's runners in the race who have been into the 50s before. So
Yeah.
Luke Slater and the Crow. So we've got the runners who can do it. It's just such a hard race.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really that's really the nuts and bolts of it.
So you're going 50 plus
Mm.
as your prediction?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just say 50 on the dot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a massive result. No matter what course we're on, 50 yards is still huge.
Yeah, oh yeah. That would
So
be
yeah,
awesome. I know I might be sounding optimistic, but I think if you get 3 or 4 people making it through the night, then they can run all through Sunday
yeah,
and hit 50.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Getting through that third night will be the big challenge.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That would be amazing if they ran through a third night, but Yeah, we'll worry about the second. We'll worry about night
Yeah.
one first of all.
Yes.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Well, I'm putting 44. You're saying 50.
yeah,
Let's see how we go.
yeah.
You can make it happen. I'm
Well,
just watching from a distance. All you got to do is just keep going.
yeah. Well, that's exactly my plan. Just to
Yep.
keep moving my little legs till they can't go any
Till the
longer.
curtain. Yep.
That really is as simple as that.
It's the winning strategy.
Yeah, yeah. Scoops.
Yeah, what you have you heard any big news? The
I
only thing
think.
I've got that's of interest to myself is that I've had confirmation that Ned Phillips will be running at Legends backyard in Belgium. So that's another big name heading over to Legends. We weren't 100% positive whether he'd be there, but he certainly is going to be
He's
at
a
Legends. So
he's a traveling Wilbury, isn't he?
yeah, yeah, he was in town or at least nearby for Gilly as well. Because he's based in Indonesia. Obviously, he runs for Singapore, but he's now based for home life in Indonesia in the Bali area. So he had a run with Phil a couple of days before the Gilly backyard when they were in town. Phil and his crew. Um, there's sorry, I should have mentioned it earlier. There's another backyard ultra starting up in Bali itself in March. It's a 24-hour capped event, but it looks pretty interesting. It's just called Bali Backyard Ultra. I've got the details up on my website as well. I think there's a chance Ned could be at that one as a last training run before he heads over to Legends as well. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, could be interesting.
Yeah. Okay. And that one's in Bali,
Yes, it's
the
literally
actual
just
Bali.
slightly north of Seminyak.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah, like dead center or just slightly north of what most people think of when you say Bali. You
Mm,
know, Kuta Beach, Seminyak, just a little bit further north.
okay. Cool.
Yeah, runnable distance from Kuta.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get my passport, Wazza, so I can consider doing these races.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
You only live
especially
once.
one like that.
You only live once.
Yep.
Yeah, I should get my passport.
If it weren't for those bloody Aussies turning up, Gilly Backyard would have been done within 24 hours.
Mm.
Go over, have a holiday, go for a run, done within a day, call it a win, party for a week.
Uh,
Plenty of options, plenty of chances.
yeah, it would be. I can imagine it would be like going to, you know, going to what's it called, Mount Everest, and going up against the Sherpas. Like you wouldn't be able to beat the locals.
I don't know.
Probably.
Depends on the day. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, all of the locals in the Gilly backyard were done sub 19 hours.
Hmm.
Not that that's a number to sneeze at, but it is it is an achievable yard number for someone like yourself.
Hmm. Yeah, well, I'll think about it.
Have a look and see if Gilly's running again next year.
Yeah, oh yeah,
I'm gonna get you on the list.
that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I do have a couple of scoops.
excellent.
Duncan Nichols is running a
Hmm.
Gold Coast Backyard Ultra.
Okay,
His
cool.
PB is 40 yards, which he did at Dead Cow Gully in 25.
Yeah, okay, that's a big name for their list. Yeah,
Yeah, he loves backyards and he's good at them, and he'll be absolutely frothing for that. Well, I
yeah,
know he
definitely.
is. I know he
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Um,
Speaking of Gold Coast, they've got a competition up on their Instagram. I shouldn't advertise it because I entered. But right now there's a competition up there to win a double pass entries to the Gold Coast Backyard Ultra. Tag yourself and tag a mate, as long as you're both following Gold Coast and one of their sponsors, the Dark Mile, a t-shirt company that are making some really cool shirts that are visible at night.
oh, I
Um,
saw them. Yeah.
yeah, and so they're covering a double pass ticket entry to Gold Coast. So go check out their Instagram page as well if you're
Mm,
keen.
yeah, unreal. I got a message to my scoop question from
Yes.
Garth Tatnell, who's running at MVP.
Yep.
His scoop is he will run a PB at MVP.
Good on him.
I think his PB at the moment is 11. So
Okay, it's a good target.
yeah, Garth will be donning some hard nuts gear. I know
Yeah.
that for sure.
He's only done the one backyard ultra, and that's where he did his 11 at Melbourne last year. So easy, not easy, easy target for him. As
Mm.
long as he locks in, he can do that.
Yeah, yeah, that would be awesome. It's a perfect race to run through that night and have a really good time.
Yeah, 11 hours when you're starting at, sorry, even 12 hours is his target, 12 plus. Starting at 7 p.m., that's just yeah, perfect. You see the sunrise, you're going to have another hour or two, and then you go, it's getting a bit hot now.
Yeah.
Beat my PB, getting warm.
Yeah.
But he's not going to do that. He's going to keep going. I'm sure he is.
I've got a feeling he will.
Good.
Now, I got a message from a bloke called Tim Rowe, who's also running, I understand,
Yep.
who's his mates with Paul Pratt, and he reckons Paul Pratt is eyeing the win at MVP. He's
Ooh.
primed and ready to go.
Yep.
Um, I'm hearing a lot of whispers about Paul Pratt. I think if there was a way to bet on the race, Paul Pratt would be the market mover.
Ooh, okay. Good
Yeah.
to know. Yeah. Okay.
Um, and the last scoop, Matt Russell, who I believe is running his first backyard ultra at MVP.
Yep.
He's actually a down under 135 finisher.
Oh, okay.
And Tim Kaprizak says, just saying.
Yeah, that's a huge event
Yeah.
to come away with.
So
Yeah.
if he's running if he's giving this a red hot go,
Yep.
it will
Yeah, I
be
know he's done a bunch of 100Ks and even a miler before as well. So yeah, backyard stepping into one of those is going to be yeah, piece of cake.
yeah. So there's a lot of interesting
Yep.
stuff going on at MVP.
Yeah. Yeah. There was another runner who's going to be there. I can't remember his name now. Reese Antonio, 28-year-old for who he ran Yu Yang's
Oh,
earlier, I think, or last year. He came third in the 170K race. So another big potential runner that's got some distance under his legs. He'll be debuting, I believe, at this one as well. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
I think they really attract a good mix of runners, as we've said. There's going to be some serious runs.
oh, yeah, yeah. There's always some good stories to come out of MVP.
Yeah,
So I guess well, and the other good thing about it, because it is all digitally timed, you don't have to wait for the results. They're
that's
up
right. Though.
on. You've got access to them in real time, so we'll be able to hopefully talk during the week after the race.
Yeah, if it's not still running.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, yeah, we'll be able to. We can cover some results from this pretty quickly. Yeah,
Yeah, awesome.
yeah.
All right.
Strike while the iron is still hot.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's exactly right. Strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
And then what race is after this one? I think we've
Oh,
got.
we've got a big March coming up. So it'll be a couple of weeks, but yeah, the 7th and 8th of March, we've got Miriam Wernett
Yeah,
and we've got your Backyard Ultra up in Queensland as well. They're both happening on that first weekend in March.
yeah.
And then the weekend after, we've got Gold Coast plus Hurdies and I'm Still Standing Sydney. So that is going to be a massive weekend all around the country in terms of backyard ultras, and that's what I said. Like we're going to see some potential changes to the Aussie team. That we've got Hurdies on one side of the country, and I'm Still Standing on the other side. We don't know what's going to happen in Gold Coast yet in terms of numbers, but yeah, there's going to be some big numbers in and around the other events, and it could be an interesting weekend.
Well, imagine the preview show we do for that weekend. It will go
Yeah.
for 5 hours.
Yeah, especially if we're covering the stats of the weekend before the results. We might have to cut our chitter chatter down.
All right. Well, awesome chatting. We'll do it again next week.
Let's do it. We'll chitter chatter some more.
All right. Awesome. See you, Wazza.
All right, take care, mate. Bye.